If your ego was great enough and you didn't want him to break the record against your team, you would. 2 balls and a strike. There's Pete Rose. High pop foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Mets are leading 3-1. Dodgers batting in the bottom of the 8th. Venable with the count evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, it is dark. A little tap foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Philadelphia has a 9-6 lead over the Padres out in San Diego. A big game for Cincinnati, too.
Dave Parker kidding with Pete Rose. I think they're probably talking about the intentional walk situation.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Throw over to first, the runner back.
He probably said, you think they're going to walk you to get to me? They might be sending Oster in this situation, thinking about any kind of contact by Venable. Will stay out of the double play.
2 balls, 2 strikes. He holds. There's a ground ball up the middle. Nice play by Dumpson to throw. Save! He beat it. An infield hit. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And here's Eddie Milner. So Rose is sure to come up again. The only thing that would prevent him would be a triple play. Royster homered for the Padres. The Phillies are leading 9-7 in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Lake going out to talk. With the Dodgers losing, the Reds could move within 7.5.
Harry Milner's got a bunt in this situation. There's no doubt about it. He's got to get the bunt down.
Milner's 1 out of 4. Now Lee Smith is ready. He pops the bunt up in the air, out of play. Strike 1. Smitty a tough man to bunt because he throws that good fastball. And when he keeps it high, it's difficult to bunt it. Not difficult to hit it, but difficult to bunt it.
Last couple days, it hasn't been difficult to hit at all. Grand slam homer yesterday, and he hasn't gotten anybody out here today.
Runners at first and second. Milner waits. And Smitty backs off the rubber. One strike to nothing. Spire playing a shallow third base. High fastball. A ball and a strike. Remember, it's against Lee Smith. The Pete Rose hit that immaculate deflection last year. A line drive that hit Smith on his shoulder with runners at first and third. Caray in the air to the shortstop, Dave Owen, who fired to first for a double play that ended the game.
Fans are booing Chris Spire because he's gone in to talk to Lee. They want Rose to get up there, and it's getting darker and raining a little harder here.
They want the Cubs to win, but they want Rose to break the record here. He bunts foul. 1-2 the count. And now let's see. Milner, a pretty good hitter. I doubt if he'll try to bunt on, 1-2 situation where a foul ball would result in a strikeout. One and two the count. Pete Rose on deck. Smitty's pitch. Fouled it back, had a good cut. And a slider was up there. Smitty taking his sweet time.
One thing you can say about him, he doesn't rush into anything.
There's Eddie Milner. The rubber game of the series. 1-2 the count. Big pitch coming up. A grand ball, base hit. The tying run is racing to the plate, and he'll score easily. It's tied up 5-5. Here's Pete Rose now. He's looking in the dugout. He's not going to hit. First, he wants to go over to the top. Now he's coming out. Listen to the crowd.
There he is, ready-made for him to bunt and get runners to second and third. That way he could get the sacrifice and he could still break it in Cincinnati.
And I'll bet you that's what he's going to do, too.
I'd like to see Chris Spire play right in front of him so he couldn't get the bunt down.
He's always said the game is more important. The victory. Here's the stretch. He's going to bunt, takes it high, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Milner, after failing to sacrifice, singled the center to drive in the run. Here comes Spire in again. Smitty had a tough time yesterday. Just as tough today. The crowd is for Rose. He was going to swing the pitches outside. Boy, you got to give it to him. 2 balls, no strikes. Score tied. Runners at first and second. The pitch. Strike called over the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Dave Parker on deck. Venable, the runner at second base. Milner at first. 2 balls and a strike. High pop foul on a play.
He let it all go. He was going for it.
2-2 the count. There's young Petey. He's more nervous than his father. Listen to this crowd. We're not in Cincinnati, we're in Chicago. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Rose. Struck him out swinging. Rose goes down swinging. It will wait for another day. Now Parker coming up. He walks all the way down. Stops. There he is. Doesn't seem too upset about it. Here is Dave Parker. He hit a grand slam off Lee Smith yesterday. 1 man out. Game tied 5-5. Here's the pitch that struck him out. Might have been high. Pretty good pitch. Just below the letters. Fouled it back to the screen. Boy, what an anticlimax. All the steam went out of everything. Just like a deflated balloon.
He might hit again in the 12th, Terry.
You can hear a pin drop now. Oh, and 1 to count. Now the pitch. High pop foul out of play. I guess they can see all right. They're all getting pretty good cuts up there, including Rose. He just happened to miss the pitch. Lendl has beaten McEnroe. His first U.S. Open championship.
I think it's the first right-handed player to win for over 10 years.
He had made 3 previous appearances and lost. 0-2 the count. Foul back to the screen. 5-5 tie. We're going to pause quickly for identification.
This is WGN Television, Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
Now we go. Here's Dave Parker. The Raiders beat the Jets 31-0. Smitty's pitch. Wide. 1-2 the count. Mike Marshall just hit a homer with a man on for the Dodgers to tie up the Mets. 3-3. Boy, he has killed him. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Line foul into the left field corner. Mike Marshall, who was the big hitter yesterday for the Dodgers, driving in their winning run and hitting a home run earlier, just hit one with a man on today to tie it up 3-3. 1,190th of his career. We're going to show it to you.
Well, he slices this ball into left center field. That off Reggie Patterson. And the fans realized with 3 or 4 more at-bats, Pete Rose had a legitimate shot at breaking the record here in Wrigley Field.
Well, shall we show right now, although it's not in the proper sequence, we'll go back and pick up Keith Moreland's other RBI today, because it gave him his career high of 81 runs batted in, one more than he did last year. Here's Pete Rose's record-breaking hit. Not record-breaking, but tying Ty Cobb.
He drives this ball over the head of Sandberg, and Keith Moreland starts to run in. I thought he wanted that for his trophy case, but he decides to give it up. The ball for posterity to Pete Rose, and everyone gave him a standing ovation every time he came to bat today, Harry.
I really thought that Moreland was going to come in with that ball, go right over to Pete Rose, get a fountain pen, and have him autograph it. That ball's got to be worth a lot of something.
I would think it'd be worth something, but I have a feeling it's going to wind up in one of 2 places, either Cooperstown or Pete Rose's mantle.
Well, they've been putting the balls away with every hit he gets now for about a week. The Cubs picked up another run. They had a 5-1 lead after Keith Moreland drove in a run in the 3rd inning. This marked his 81st RBI of the season.
Moreland once again comes through with a clutch 2-out RBI. This is what's characterized Keith the last couple of years. Coming through with the big hits when the Cubs really need him, and more than that, coming through when he's in a hole, when the pitcher has it all his own way. That's what makes Keith Moreland such a tough hitter. Bobby Dernier scoring.
A moment later, Leon Durham drove in a run with a line single, and it's a good thing he did, because that was the 5th and final run that the Cubs were to get, and that happened in the 3rd inning. So over the last 6 innings, they were blanked by various assortment of Cincinnati pitchers, including Stuper, Hume, Buchanan, and Power in that order. We'll be back with more following this.